Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of warts. These small growths on the skin are caused by the human papillomavirus, HPV, and can appear in various forms and locations on the body. Let's explore the different types of warts and how to treat them. Warts might be small, but they can be a real pain, literally. We're going to break down the different types of warts, where they like to hang out on your body, and how to evict them, politely of course. So buckle up, because things are about to get bumpy. First up, we've got your common warts, or as the fancy medical textbooks call them, verruca vulgaris. These guys are the life of the party, showing up on your hands and fingers like they own the place. You'll know it's a common wart, because it looks like a little rough bump, kind of like a tiny cauliflower, but not as cute. And here's a little tip. If you see black dots in the wart, don't freak out. That's just some clotted blood vessels. Nothing to see here. Now, common warts are usually painless, but let's be real. Nobody wants to shake hands with a cauliflower, right? Plus, they can spread through direct contact, so it's best to show them the door sooner rather than later. We'll talk about treatments later, but just know that these common warts are usually pretty easy to kick to the curb. One time, I had this patient come in, and they had this huge common wart on their thumb. It was like a little mountain. Next up, we're heading south to talk about plantar warts. These guys love to show up on the soles of your feet. Imagine walking on a tiny pebble all day long. Yeah, not fun. Caused by HPV, they burrow into the skin, making them harder and flatter. Sometimes they look like a callus, but tiny black dots reveal the truth. They can be painful, especially if they form a cluster called a mosaic wart. Let's move on to the smooth operators of the wart world flat warts. Small, flat-topped, and usually painless, they're like stealth bombers. You might not notice them at first, but they're there, like tiny ninjas. They hang out on the face, neck, hands, wrists, and knees. While painless, they can be a cosmetic concern. The good news? They usually go away on their own. Hold on tight because we're about to meet the thread-like troublemakers of the wart world filiform warts. These guys are the daredevils of the bunch, growing outward in long, thin projections that look like tiny little threads. They love to hang out on your face, especially around your mouth, eyes, and nose, which can be super annoying and even a little embarrassing. Now, filiform warts are generally harmless, but they can be easily irritated, especially if you accidentally scratch or rub them. And because they like to hang out in such visible areas, they can make you feel self-conscious. The good news is that filiform warts are usually pretty easy to treat, but they do have a tendency to come back, so you might need to evict them more than once. I remember this one patient who came in with a filiform wart on his eyelid. It looked like a tiny little eyelash, but it was actually a wart. We were able to remove it quickly and easily, and he was so happy to have it gone. Meet the nail-biting nuisances of the wart family periungual warts. These pesky growths set up shop around or under your nails, causing trouble. They make your nails thick and uneven, interfering with nail growth. Caused by HPV, they burrow into the skin, making them stubborn to treat. They can be painful, especially if they press on your nail bed. But don't worry, treatment options are available. Now, let's talk about a sensitive subject, genital warts. These warts appear in the genital area and are usually sexually transmitted. They can be small, flat, or raised, often appearing in clusters. While unsightly, they are usually harmless and don't cause pain. Genital warts are contagious and spread through skin-to-skin contact. If you notice unusual bumps, see a healthcare professional for diagnosis and treatment. Early detection can prevent the spread of the virus and complications. Remember those plantar warts we talked about earlier? Well, mosaic warts are like their cluster cousins, appearing as a group of plantar warts that have banded together to form a larger, more stubborn lesion. They typically show up on the soles of your feet and can be quite painful, especially when you're walking or standing for long periods. Because mosaic warts are essentially a group of plantar warts, they can be a bit trickier to treat. Over-the-counter remedies might not be as effective, and you might need to see a healthcare professional for stronger treatment options, such as prescription-strength salicylic acid or cryotherapy. I've seen some pretty impressive mosaic warts in my practice, some covering a significant portion of the foot. But with patience and the right treatment plan, even the most stubborn mosaic warts can be effectively managed. If you suspect you have mosaic warts, consult a healthcare professional. Early treatment can make a big difference. So there you have it, a crash course in the wonderful world of warts. We've covered everything from the common wart to the more elusive mosaic wart. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding warts and their treatments can empower you. If you suspect you have a wart, don't panic. Most warts are harmless. Thanks for joining me on this wart-filled adventure. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay poppin'.